I am Snefru, the greatest ruler of Egypt. I was the one who taught Egypt how to build the pyramids, and I am the one who endured the disasters and figured out how to get it right. But I did more than that. I also made Egypt an international power. Another great thing I did was set art standards that were going to last thousands of years. I may not look like the strong pharaoh that you think of. I am an innovator, and I am going to do some great things with Egypt. The first pyramid that I ever built is called the Maidoum Pyramid. It is named after the town that I built it in. As soon as you see it, you notice that there is something wrong. It looks like a medieval tower than a pyramid. It's got a massive pile of sand under the pyramid that is about 50 to 100 feet tall, which makes it look like it collapsed. I intended it to be a true pyramid, so let me tell you how I started to build it. I started with a step pyramid like Zoser, but then I decided to fill in the steps with beautiful white limestone, trying to create a true pyramid. But it didn't work, so I abandoned it without a trace. One reason it was the limestone that was supposed to be encasing the pyramid was slipping, so the pyramid had to be abandoned and was never used. I left no inscriptions and no trace that was supposed to be my pyramid. If I would have used this pyramid, I would have my name all over the inside of the pyramid. The Maidoum Pyramid was the first attempt at a true pyramid. So I built a pyramid, and it is unstable. So what do? Build another pyramid, but this time in Dashur, where my second pyramid lies. And it is called the Bent Pyramid, because the pyramid starts at a nice angle, but then it bends. It looks like all of a sudden we changed the plans. The first thing to building a pyramid, you don't use sand. You got to get down to bedrock. The corners of the Bent Pyramid were built on unstable ground, and what started to happen was the pyramid started to move inwards. So let me tell you what is in the inside of the Bent Pyramid. To get into the burial chamber, you go down a 100-foot long passageway and then up a 50-foot tall ladder. And the burial chamber is probably the greatest room of its time. It is a 55-foot tall room with corbelled ceiling going all the way up. But when you look in the inside the burial chamber, you see the room is filled with cedar beams. These beams go from wall to wall, holding the room from collapsing inwards. There are also huge cracks in the wall, so we had to put the cedar beams to prevent the walls from caving in. At this point, we knew that the pyramid was unstable, but we finished it anyway. But to finish it quicker, we added a bend at the top. This way, it uses less materials and it can be finished quicker. And then, I just abandoned it. So what I do is go a mile away, still in Dashur, and I build my third and final pyramid, the Red Pyramid. The Red Pyramid is called the Red Pyramid because when the sun hits it, it looks a little red. So I started this third pyramid and I complete it. And that is where I was buried. This was the first true pyramid. It was really me who showed Egypt how to build the pyramids. The pyramids were not the only great thing that I did. Like I said before, I made Egypt an international power. The cedar beams that were holding the Bent Pyramid apart came from Lebanon, because Egypt is not a tree-rich country. There are also no forests, so I would do was send out trading expeditions to Lebanon for wood to build ships. These planks were also used for temple doors and flagpoles outside the temples. This might not sound like such a big exploration, but Egyptians were not known as good sailors because we were spoiled by the Nile. If you want to go to the north, you can simply take your sails down and travel with the current. And to go back was easy because there's always a nice breeze up the Nile, which made coming back easy. But to get to Lebanon, we had to cross the Mediterranean Sea, which we called the Great Green. So what we did, send trading expeditions. That was really a brave thing. I was not afraid to go out of the outdoors and get stuff done, get the resources that we needed. Another trading expedition that I led was the Sinai was foreign land. So when we got to Sinai, it was to get turquoise, which is a beautiful blue stone that was not found in Egypt. So we had to go to Sinai. That is the barbarian territory. You had to have an army. I did have an army! I also left inscriptions when I was standing in the smiting position, ready to attack crude barbarians that stood in my way. And I was the greatest pharaoh that lived!